Hey everybody, Rob Nielsen here. Just going to give you a quick tutorial on a fantastic portfolio tool that Dennis Dittrich uses, actually built for us, for those of us who are on Empire every day. And it's a very, very simple tool, very easy way to buy and sell in large quantities. So I'm just going to show you a quick tutorial today. I'll just do a sample buy of 200 different folks. So you'll see on top when you first come to the site here, that's the URL. When you log in, it'll take a few moments and it'll bring you to a main screen. And from here, the first thing you want to do is import portfolio. Generally, whenever you make purchases or sales from this tool, your numbers will update automatically within the site. But for those of us who do make a lot of buys and sales every day, I tend to import about once a day. As you can see here, I guess exactly 24 hours ago I did an import. So I'll update the portfolio first. And then I'll load my shareholder list and basically just any updates from the last 24 hours, which in this case is probably about maybe, I don't know, 40 or 50 different buys from folks. So in this case, now you can check out rankings of people, transaction logs, basically your shouts and your config. Basically, this allows you to customize your shout out per transaction. So I'm just going to do a buy today, and I've got about 360,000 EVs to spend, but I'm going to make a purchase of 5 shares of each of the top 200 div stocks that are within specific parameters, and I'll show you which ones those are. So a lot of you have had real confusion and question about this main screen. Very, very simple. Generally up here, this number almost doesn't matter, but in this case, this is my pie size. What I do, I just come over here, I just click only top 5,000. I do shares you own. I just do shares that I might own, let's say 100 to 990, maybe I'll do 890. And shares they own in me, maybe 100 to, let's say, 1300. Now, for most newbies out there, you're going to want to probably do 0 in this field and or 0 in this field, because that will allow you to try to get new shareholders as well. And then the only other thing I do, this is a really cool thing, they nominate someone every week as sort of the Empire Avenue Acts of Kindness nominee. In this case, it's Tara Nakamura. Well deserved, a wonderful contact, and a great stock to own and a person to connect with. So all that I do here, right, so all I've done is I've just checked only top 5,000. I did shares I own 100, max 890. Shares they own in me 100, max 1300. I just do dividends. That's it. I'm just trying to make some more divs every day. And in this field, you're actually not limited to 50. So I'm going to go ahead and do 250 and run the query. Now, if you're I'm running this in Firefox right now. A lot of Empire Avenue players use Chrome. I find Firefox to be pretty fast. At the moment, I'm just over a 4G hotspot on my cell phone in Verizon in California. So just to show you how fast it loads up, Dennis has done a fantastic job of really optimizing the tool. So now that we've got our screen here, it's going to show me, and remember I put in 250, so it's going to show me 250 stocks that fit my parameters. And specifically what I want you to look at is look at average dividends, this column here. You'll see it's descending from the very highest within the parameters of, I guess, 100 shares that I own up to 890, and then 100 to 1,300 shares that they own in me. And so you'll see the scrolls down, go all the way down. So these are all fantastic people, great players, all great folks to get to connect with, many of whom are the top folks in Empire Avenue and or have been around for the 18 months to 2 years plus that the platform has been around. So what I'll do is I'm just scrolling up now. This is a way to customize your shout out. I always do my little star thing, and I'll say, you know, a few more today. You can say whatever you want. This is a great opportunity to put in a link to a blog post, a link to your site, a link to your Twitter handle, which you can put in by just simply putting in the @ sign in your Twitter handle. But that way, whenever you're doing all these buys, you're going to get a presence on each person's profile, which allows you to expand your Empire Avenue presence as well as social presence. So I'm going to do select all. So you'll notice now that just by default, all the stocks down the row will be checked. I'm going to make a purchase of 5 shares per stock. You can decide to do a certain number of EVEs specifically if you want to. And we'll do buy stocks. Now this can take a little bit of time, and by a little bit I mean maybe 30 seconds or so. And again, I'm over a 4G network, but actually this loaded pretty fast. So right off the bat here, you'll see it just auto runs and it makes the buys and shoutouts for you. So for those of us who are on Empire maybe a year and a half ago or so, and you'll notice the scroll bar here now is going up. Making all these buys, and for those of us in Empire a year and a half ago, if we're making buys one by one by one, this tool is just extraordinary. So big shout out to Dennis for helping us out with this. He's just a great guy to connect with as well, and this will save you a ton of time. So that way then you can see how many shares you purchased in a specific ticker, at what price, what it cost you, how much you have left in your portfolio after you made that purchase, and then how many total shares you own in the stock. And this will just run for until it's done. So in my case, this is going to go up to 250 stocks that I'd like to purchase 5 shares in today. And I do that. I tend to do that pretty much every day. It's a good way to increase, obviously, activity points because you're putting shout out somewhere. But you'll find that just by default, because we've got incredible people on Empire Avenue, most folks will reciprocate. If not with a thanks, with maybe a buy share or two. Maybe you get lucky and they'll max out. But that's a great way for new players and players who are coming back in, kind of want to revitalize their portfolio. It's a great way to connect with folks. And obviously save you a lot of time buying and selling every day. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you have any questions, please feel free to shout out to me on Twitter. I'm at Rob_A_Nielsen. And my ticker symbol is HOST, HOST on Empire. And we'll look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks so much, guys.